All right. So now let's talk about the actual choosing of the story. So there's a few stories that I get super excited when I've seen you done. So the nurse story that you recently did with the nurses strike, and they finally, I think I don't know if the details, if they finally got to an agreement, but whatever it is, I love that. Obviously, I'm a nurse, and I saw you a while ago, a long, long time ago. You did a story, and then you actually did a CrossFit workout, and I was like, "Go, Christina, go!" I thought that was exciting as well. When you are choosing a story, do you have a focus? Like you just said, you're not a big sports lady. Do you have a focus? Like, do you like to do the politics? Do you like to do like the local tragedy? Like talk about the fire or the car accident, or are you like the happy-go-lucky Good Morning America, Christina Zagame news?
Definitely the second.
Okay.
Um, there's a time and a place where I do the more serious. I mean, I never get. You're never gonna get to do the happy-go-lucky stories every day. Of course, you want to.
Of
Um,
course.
Even if it's a tragedy, I like to do like the positive kind of spin on it. Like one of my biggest stories was on the 4th of July last year. There was a giant house explosion.
Oh, that's
Um,
scary.
yeah, I think they were making fireworks and it backfired. But so we had, of course, there were two of us out there, and the other reporter did the whole like nuts and bolts, like here's how the explosion happened, here's what cops are saying, here's who's facing charges, blah blah blah. But then they went to me. I actually got to the scene and found two men who ran in there and pulled and like saved this woman,
That's amazing.
pulled her out of the rebel right before like a second explosion. It saved her life. And I got like the exclusive on that story. A bunch of reporters from Kansas City were coming up to St. Joseph, where I was living, to do the story. And they didn't want to talk to anyone except for me because they watched me on TV and they liked me, whatever. So it was a really awesome feeling because I got to tell this really awesome story of these three guys who were heroes. Um, took a tragedy, spun it in a way that you're seeing the good and the bad. I always like
Yes.
to. And then I got a bunch of calls from Kansas City stations asking me to send me their stories so they could run it on their show. So it's pretty cool.
Well, good for you.